on Punchinello turf.
If they could push them out for a few short hours, that might be enough. Keeping their enemies way too close.
Your ain't the one to test. Is that what you wanted?
Sometimes you learn the hard way who your friends are.
You ain't slipping.
There was a wolf in sheep's clothing. One of them got called out.
Is that what you wanted?
Suddenly, they weren't going down as easy. It was just hot air.
Dig a hole for this bastard.
Feathers were ruffled. They seemed to be getting tougher rather than weaker. All eyes were on one. They were all barking, no fight. It was clear who had the staying power. They were coming back even stronger than before. Some things don't turn out how they're planned.
Rest in peace, dickhead. Good thing you were here.
Between the DEA and the Russians, the Punchinellos had been left severely weakened, and the DeMarcos saw their chance to try to seize control of the Jersey drug trafficking routes.
They had product to deliver. They made it personal. Their second wind was like a hurricane. Made it a personal beef. Moments like these, it's best to trust no one. They say it only takes one rotten apple. There was some grim satisfaction in the act. One poor fool was taken all the They were keeping their enemies way too close.
Look at you! Let's dump this shit in the river!
Sometimes you learn the hard way who your friends are. Talking a good fight wasn't enough. There was a wolf in sheep's clothing.
I ain't the one to test.
The threats came to nothing. They say it only takes one rotten apple.
Should've stayed out of my way. Should've stayed out of my way.
They were keeping their enemies way too close.
The DeMarcos had worked under the Punchinello umbrella for years. They'd been in the shadows for too long. They wanted their time in the sun, and they weren't going to let anyone stand in their way.
They'd done enough waiting. They wanted them dead. seem to be getting tougher rather than weaker. Suddenly, they weren't going down as easy. They weren't well liked.
Many before the DeMarcos had been down by a false sense of security. Even when they're out of chips, the Punchinellos have always found a way to up the ante.
The bomb squad had been called in.
It
was clear who had the staying power.
You ain't the one to test. This is too easy. Why'd your mother even have you?
Their second wind was like a hurricane. The hate they drew was a sick sort of compliment. The hunter became the hunted. They were coming back even stronger than before. Some things don't turn out how they're planned. Obsession. They seem to be getting tougher rather than weaker.
The DeMarcos hadn't expected it to go this far. It had reached a deadlock. Employer against employee. The new guard against the old. And only one would be walking away.
They'd go out shooting. Suddenly, they weren't going down as easy. They were people of their word. It was clear who had the staying power.
Is that what you wanted?
Their second wind was like a hurricane.
Thank you.
DeMarcos had stepped up and made their intentions known. There was a new pretender to the crown, and the East Coast was at war once again.